Let's see. Let's lower this to about there. Actually, I'm going to fiddle with the audio a bit. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Today, I got some sound effects. Actually, I didn't get the sound effects. I forgot to do that. So instead, I'll probably do some level stuff. Sound effects aren't very fun for streaming anyway. Let's see. So I'm trying to also figure out what exactly the cause of the performance issues I'm having is. Oh yeah, but before I get into that too much, I'll show a little bit of what I was doing off stream. So the game has a well, it has a story in an open world. So now I'm actually like finally getting back to it and progressing the main sequence of events. Oop. Guess I'm not. Okay, what is this position? 1250, 2250. Let's hack my game. Ooh. Let's do 1500, 500, 2250. Actually, I think I can get away with like 400. Okay, let's see if I'm in the right place. Because I want to get to the level that I was working on. Because basically I'm thinking of the first encounter. Almost. Let's do just like 420. I may eventually have to actually go back to loading things dynamically, which will be unfortunate because that takes a lot of resources. But okay, so basically in the game, oh wait, I have to mute the music. The player has just gotten done with this big area, which has tons of enemies in it. And then they get up here and there's a quiet period here, and then there's this little abandoned village. And so when they get in, this is the very first encounter with these gunners. So it's just tons and tons of them on the roofs, and the player has a gun at this point, but they don't have actually enough firepower. Well, they're a bit too far away for the player to comfortably fight them. So the intention is to make them sort of overwhelmed so that they have to run away from them. And then the player can explore around this area with just these guys pretty frequently attacking. Then we have the big tree. Also, is there... Okay, the particle is there. For some reason that wasn't coming up in the exported version of the game. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so basically I was just laying these guys out and testing their combat. Also, I had to redo all of the animations. Yeah, I'm assuming there will be players who'll try to kill them all. Because it's not terribly difficult to fight them, but they are pretty strong against guns. Yeah, also, a tricky part will be that they actually need a later weapon to actually get up on these cliffs. Yeah, I'll have to guide the player through here to get whatever they're getting. I forget. Alright, let's go to this chunk, actually. Actually, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the world take a little less time to deploy. Because basically, right now, it does this load. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Let's remove that from there and let's do, so basically, originally at the start, I was loading all of these scenes. So what I'm going to do now is currently, this will cause bad stuttering when the player first loads them, but I can just multi-thread this at some point. Let's see. Content file, if it exists. See, function or get or load. If chunk name in Okay, so the first thing, if we have the chunk, we return it. Otherwise, we look for this content file. So if the file exists, okay, so now I just need to look for this. So mark active scene equals get or load chunk dot name. And I think, okay, so that's all I have. So now I have a function that'll load them and then it'll cache them, so for longer play sessions there's no loading, it just increases the RAM usage. And this way it no longer takes like 15 seconds to actually start the game. Which has been kind of a thorn in my side since I added that preloading. Yeah, well, no, actually not. Get or load if chunk name. Oh. Wait, no, that is right. So. If resource loader dot exists. Hmm. Alright, let's see if I'm actually doing this right. I think... Get or load is not being used. Oh. Okay, it's this. Right, because I slightly changed how it works, so it'll be get a load chunk name, and then that loading isn't there. And then if the scene has a low res, we remove the child. Why do I call deferred here? I'm gonna try... Let's see how that looks. Yeah, much faster. Okay, let's see how bad the stuttering is if I roll over here. Actually, okay, that's already active, so it'd be a long walk to get anywhere else. Let's see, what can I do to test that? And what I could do also is, if a chunk hasn't been loaded in a long time, I could delete it from the list. Okay, what should I do today? I don't have any sound effects. Let's add... You know, let's just brainstorm some more enemies. Let's do one you dive onto. Because also I realized, I think I mentioned this a stream earlier, that I've been having trouble designing levels, and that's just because I don't really have much content. I had 2 enemy types and like some basic interactable objects, but I need more stuff. Well, actually, hang on. That'd be expensive. What is the most important thing? I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, that'd be an option. Let's see. And the nice part about assets is they also give you ideas for what you can do. Because typically I only make things when I have a very specific idea of what I want. Because, well, naturally it'd just be a big use of time if I, you know, made something and didn't like it. But the nice thing about assets is that they just give you more ideas for scenarios and things. Let's do rock collapsible bridges. What's that syntax? Okay, it's just rigid. Let's see. Environment, stone. And at least in this case, I only have a very simple thing I want to make. Or at least like specific idea of what the assets are going to look like. Let's see, GLB, chunks. Change that to static. Oh, right, and I have to make it use the, excuse me, the good, generator rather than the bad one. Oh. I was literally copy and pasting. Okay. Yeah, those are an option. Let's see, and that... Oh, wait, uh-oh. Hang on, I don't want to change this yet because that'll break all of my stuff, so I'll just, see, where is rigid body then? Because I want that shape. Let's do that. Actually, now that I think about it, I shouldn't fiddle with that too much right now. Environment code. What am I looking for? Environment. And I need triplanar local. I guess those are fine. Okay, now when this thing moves, it doesn't mess up the textures. I should have made that like months ago, honestly. But okay, let's I'll fiddle with putting this thing around. There we go. So this guy is no longer going to be on this thing. He's going to be on this little rock. And then the player can shoot the rock down and make him fall over. So let's add a script to this. It'll be... Oop. I guess I'll just put one. So this has a function called take damage, and what it does is mode equals rigid mode and then apply central impulse damage times direction times damage force. What I should do is I should have the exact location that the damage is hitting, but I'm not going to do that. But alright, this should be almost everything I need, except now I need that. Okay. Oh wait, and I need the player to have a gun. Let's see. I have custom classes in a few different ways. So I have the I have add-ons that I've made. So that does the whole registering things, wherever that is. Yeah, so it does the add custom type stuff. I don't actually know if this stuff is even needed anymore. I don't get it. And then the other way is through, I have modules that I've added. Well, one. And this is something called, this is a multi-mesh system to make it easier to lay out multi-meshes. And the editor plugin, I hope they're changing it for Godot 4 because it's very confusing to set up. Like there's CFG files that are like invisible. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error for most of the boilerplate stuff in these plugins. See, and I forgot to give the player oh yeah, this should also be in target, and its center of mass should be what's being targeted. Let's go to inventory. So I got 4 bugs. Weapon, pistol. 1 weapon, no. Then the ammo. There we go. Let's see how this behaves. Nice. Though also, I should make it so the player doesn't have infinite inertia. Oh wait, no, I think it's in the movement. Uh-oh. Gonna be a lot of that. Yeah, there's a bunch of, there are some funky magic numbers, especially with the move and slide with snap, which I think is what you were looking at. Yeah. Yeah, because I was doing a whole bunch of tweaking on these move and slide with snaps, and they're not quite right still. On like the roofs of those little village huts that you've seen, if I run across the corner, it's very janky. Or specifically if I run across and then stop. Alright. Also now, unfortunately, because there's asynchronous shader compilation, the terrain is invisible for like a fraction of a second, which is annoying. Wait, why is this still infinite? Or why am I still able to push this thing? What am I doing wrong? Because that ground movement is controlled by this function. Man, having that load faster is just actually genuinely a huge boon. Like, ew, janky. Right, because the player instantly, like, really strongly affects it, and also it's considered a floor, so they stand on it, or like are affected by its movement in like this awful feedback loop. I swear the entire point of that infinite inertia false is that you. Am I just doing it wrong? Maybe there's something converting wrong. Oh, I bet I think I know what it is. Actually, no. So I'm on stop on slope, max slides, floor max dot, and then false. And this is the inertia. let's set this to like be configurable. Const infinite. Stop on slopes, max slides, that, and then infinite inertia. Maybe I should just also, for debugging, I can have a button that I can press to set, or to toggle that infinite inertia. Yeah, there's a lot of jank with them. What I'm trying to do is just have the player not be able to push rigid bodies, which it used to be that you could just set infinite inertia to false, and that was what would happen. Because then you have a lot more fine-grained control of, like, you can deliberately apply impulses to the rigid body to fake better physics. And that would be plenty good enough for this, but it seems to not be working. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but basically I just want it that the rock falls, and then the player can't push it. Oh wait, okay, so now the player, okay, what the hell? Yeah, so now the player can't push it. And huh? I don't get it. Also, this doesn't cast a shadow. Hang on, why doesn't that cast a shadow? What did I do different? I mean, just that. Okay, so I think it's something that... What is that, actually? So I think when a rigid body is moving, for some reason right now, I can just, like, push it like it's a styrofoam ball, like it's nothing. But then when it stops, now it has infinite mass. Hi, yep. Making a little open world platformer for the open world jam. Right now I'm trying to figure out the mystery of the rock that I can push when it's moving but can't when it isn't. Yeah. So yeah, I have this little collapsing platform, and right now the player can just push the rocks like nothing. If it's moving. That would make sense, because I think there's something bugged with the no infinite inertia thing in kinematic bodies. Because this is the correct behavior of it not being able to, like, well, it was. Because I don't want the player to be able to push massive rocks like this, and I'm fine if they can't push anything else either. Huh. I may not have rigid bodies. I'll keep trying to work on this thing though. So let's see. Let's also have the gravity. Hang on, I'm gonna see if my other game works at all anymore. So this game could be broken to heck because it used a different version of Godot, or a different branch of my modifications. But I know I had physics working, like kinematic body versus rigid body. I'm using a slightly modified version of branch 3.x, so it's like 3.5 release candidate or something. Let's see. I need to go to this scene, I think. Yeah. And there's a bunch of stuff that's broken and invisible right now. Yeah, okay. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Oh, wait, no. Hang on, let's... I don't think that's gonna... Okay. I'll just need to make a new scene. And let's go to more relaxed music. There we go. CSG box. Let's use collisions. So all I need is the player. I think it's this one. And then I need a rigid body. Oh, right, and I have to fix this. Let's see if this incredible stuff works. It doesn't. This whole game is going to eventually be completely discarded and replaced in Godot 4, I think. Yeah, so this is I'm a kinematic body. And I can just interact with rigid bodies. And they don't have, like, infinite mass or anything. In fact, let's see how much... Because what is different about this thing? Move and slide. Hmm? Yeah, so it has false. I think, actually, I don't think you should be able to. Because what's oh wait. Oh right, this game feels so much heavier now. There we go. Yeah, because basically, it's actually doing proper physics. So if we look at the, it's just doing an add force. Or this is the rope attachment, actually. This is the thing. Because what's supposed to happen, and what's happening correctly here, is when a kinematic body doesn't have infinite inertia, you just can't push things. So if I do this and comment this line out, what should happen is I just can't push this at all. Like that. So the player just can't do anything to this thing anymore. And then, with this little add force, now there's a little bit of force, and I can carefully control, like, how that force interacts with it, so it's a bit more natural, instead of just pushing it like it's nothing. I keep trying to do, like, controls. Like, the controls for this game are so different. And they feel very bad now. Yeah. So, I don't know what's different, though. Like, moving platforms. Okay, so that's not that. But yeah, with infinite inertia, you could even just push it through the floor on like a relatively high-end PC as well. Okay, I only have one place. So this is move turn. This is when I'm grounded, aiming, and strafing. And I just call it... Is it... Oh. I bet it's move and slide with snap. I bet that's what's causing this. What does move and slide with snap do? Let's do... Oh, I'm gonna have to look through bullet code. Uh-oh. Oh well. Let's dig in. So move and slide with snap. Move and slide internal. So what are the parameters that are different? No snap vector. Was on floor. Oh, interesting. I didn't know what stop on slope meant. Okay, so it's when... Okay, interesting. So this is the stuff that's done when snapping. This seems suspicious. That set global transform. Yeah, okay. I think this is the issue. Because basically, the physics are working correctly. So the player is being moved from point A to point B and they're colliding with the rigid body properly. But then, when they're being snapped to the floor, it just like forces the player to be in the exact right location. And that messes it up. So what I'm going to try to do, let's just do move and collide. Well, hang on. What am I looking at? No, I'm already doing that. Like here. So if up direction is not equal to vector 3, I'm just gonna do that. Let's just see how that looks. Excuse me. Because basically, it's doing, so the way snapping works, it seems, I'm not quite at the level of understanding to actually like do this though. Basically, let's say that this is how the player moves, and this is the ground. So the player was on the ground, and now they're not, but they have some snap. So first what it does is it does another move and collide, just down to the floor. But then, this apply value, if this apply is set to true, it just puts the player in the position. Or it just puts the player in this location. Oh, I just realized what it is. It's because if the player, okay, this is basically, otherwise it actually just moves the player down all the way. So you have to have this on it. Uh-oh. This is going to get complicated now. Because basically, the two scenarios that it's trying to do is, so this is when apply is true. Because you're actually getting onto the floor. The other scenario that's similar, but not quite the same, the player was on the floor here, and then they moved this way and they're not. So it's like, okay, let's try to snap. So it does that movement again, but it doesn't find a floor. Basically, I think what I need to do is just do the physics twice. So it'll have a slightly bigger performance impact, but for just one player, it's not going to be big. So let's just do if apply, move and collide. This way it'll actually properly do all the things, I think. But I also need to figure out what these arguments are, because I think one of these is like do nothing and then like preview it argument. Yeah, p-test only. All right. This will be epic. All right. Also, I should see how that stop on slope feels in my next game, because I actually had to do a bit of work to get the player to properly stop on slopes, and I didn't realize, I guess I should have, that was exactly what that was meant to solve. Okay. What was I doing? Right. That did nothing. Okay. Whoops. Hang on. What am I doing wrong? I guess I should double check that at least okay, so I still slide on the floor properly. I could have sworn that that was going to solve this. Because that's, that's the only difference, I think. I guess I'll just look for p snap. Yeah, that's the first instance of it. I mean, I guess what I can do... Let's try just not doing that movement at all. And let's narrow this down. Okay. Ah. Alright. So that's not it. Move and slide with... So, in the other game, move and slide still worked. Like, it did what I wanted it to do. Up. False. 4. 0.79. False. Okay. I'm pretty sure the with snap is the problem. But I don't know what it would be. Well, honestly, I'm sort of doubting it now. Okay, what the hell? Like... Alright, hang on. Can I just bring in the other character? I can't. That'd be too complicated. Test. Scene. Review that. So what am I doing wrong here? Let's get a kinematic. Let's put a mesh, no. Collision shape, mesh instance. And it will be a beautiful blue kinematic body. Just a lovely shade of blue. And this will be going move and slide with, no, let's just do move and slide. Equals false 4 0.79 false. Beautiful. And this little guy is going to go this direction, and then he's going to hit a rigid body. And it will be this box, and then a beautiful red box, red for rigid. Let's see. Let's do a slightly purple tinge of red. Just beautiful. And then... I went the wrong way. Perfect. Just beautiful. Oh wait, let's do can't sleep. Let's disable that. Okay. So now we have our minimum viable product, which is it does what I want except in the player. So let's clean up my mess here. Because all this stuff I'm assuming is going to be perfect in just a matter of seconds. Let's do move and slide with snap, velocity, and let's also add, oh wait, I know. First off, we need gravity. Down times 9.8 times delta. Let's see if this works. And boom, perfect. It is blocked. Oh wait, I should double check. Let's see what it looks like with infinite inertia. Right, there we go. It pushes it. Okay. And just to double check as well, let's make it so that it's moving slightly. So like when it falls, or it'll fall into place, and then we can see okay, so this is concerning. I saw it move slightly. No, okay. So we can see here that the rigid body simply cannot move. Or that the kinematic body simply can't move the rigid body. Unless, without, you know, when it doesn't have infinite inertia. Now let's do move and slide with snap. Velocity, vector 3 dot down, times 0.1. Let's see. Okay. So now we have a conundrum. What am I doing differently between these three? So no axis lock, default margin, sync to physics, apply physics. Is it the collisions? Wait a second. Hang on. Do I have other kinematic bodies as children of this thing? That could be it. I don't think I do. Because, okay. What I'm thinking now is, if I add my theory is that I have some collision shape that's bad. So what you'll see here is that, as we saw previously, this kinematic body cannot move this rigid body. However, this kinematic body that is invisible can't... oh wait, not quite. Let's make it so they don't collide with themselves. Okay. This kinematic body can collide with it. So there we see quite a conundrum. So, that leads me to, oh, what is that? That leads me to believe that maybe there's a kinematic body that is a child of this body. I don't see anything though. Yeah, there's no collisions here. And then these are all like areas. Yeah, so we got our areas. So this is a mystery now. What exactly is the player doing? Do I set... Hang on, I'm gonna do move and slide here. Or move and collide. Nah, I shouldn't mess with things that I'm not dealing with. So, because we're not snapping to the ledge, so that's fine. So there's no translation. Origin. Okay, when we respawn, we set our position. That's fine. Yeah, and at the start, that's fine. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. So I'm in a conundrum. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Let's see. I'm baffled by this. I don't get this. What am I doing that is wrong? Because now I have to gradually, like, pull apart where am I changing the velocity or anything like that? Or, could it be something to do with the player's physics? Input, very pickable. Alright, let's just put the player in here as well. Alright. There you go, player. Okay, so the player can't do it either. But let's try moving the rigid body up. So it could be something wrong with the rigid body, actually. Well, that would simplify a lot of my work. Yeah, like, I can't influence this thing at all. Alright, so let's put that there. Okay, I might have just been looking at this all wrong then. Nani's environment, stone. My new little fancy rock collapsible. It might also be because it's a, it's that. Yeah, because it starts in static mode. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But okay. Let's try... Okay. So I can still run into this thing. Oh yeah, also let's do let's make it so that this kinematic body keeps moving if it can. Toward vector 3 dot left. Okay. So it accelerates towards the direction it wants to go. Also has some gravity, also has some other things. Okay, so this kinematic body still cannot at all affect it. So like, look at that. I can screw things up. I don't... Hang on. I need an army of these boxes now. This is exhilarating stuff. I think the music is really the perfect fit for this. Okay, so why? It is the player. Like, like, look at that. These poor little blue guys, they can't get past at all, but I can. Like, look at that. Just the smallest little touch, and they can't do it. They can't do a dang thing to stop it. Oh, also, I just realized the right analog stick still controls the player's camera. Okay. So the player is definitely screwed up. 100% without a doubt. But why? Let's see, there is a kinematic body mode to rigid bodies. So I think they technically are subsets, or can be subsets. Though I do like having a separate thing. There's kind of, it can be handy to have all these extra non-physical functions. Let's see, I'm gonna put a function called move. Yeah, no worries. Vector 3. So let's do if grounded, turn, move. See. Yeah. Yeah, the only downside to having a character as a rigid body is that it gets pretty hard to control them. Or pretty complicated, because you have to sort of be more aware of the actual physics. Let's see. So I'm gonna replace every instance of move and slide with my new thing. So it'll be, oop. Let's see, move, velocity, true. Let's see, is this? I guess this will be right for everything. I may need some more sophisticated logic on this, but maybe not. Okay, I think I use, okay, move, velocity. I just realized it might be the move and collide. Let's see, and this is, Excel slide. Weird. Move. Move and okay, so now there's only this, which is actually exactly appropriate. Wait, is it? Ledge hang, new position minus old position. No, okay, that's right. Like that can be there. So, can I? Okay, so when they're not sleeping, I can still, like, kick them around. Oh, wait, could they push them around? Hang on. No, okay. Weird. Oh, wait, what? Hold the phone. No, you get back here. Okay, I think... So there's something weird. When it hit the red block on the corner, it pushed it. Now that is alarming. So what exactly was that? Yep. Okay. So now I have a new thing that I can test. Let's make this guy a cylinder. Nope. Cylinder. Because I think... Because a cylinder... trying to think of what exactly I'm trying to go for here. Alright. Let's bring out the big guns. Let's make this a capsule. Because I'm thinking it actually depends on the shape as to whether or not infinite inertia is respected. No, it doesn't. I'm still... Okay. So the corner thing is concerning, but it's also not nearly as concerning as the fact that the player can just do whatever they want. I don't understand it. See, it's a bit too late to refactor the player into a rigid body. But I may have to do some soul searching on this. Well, let's see. Linear velocity. Oh wait, let's just get this thing. What's the function here? Wait, what? So this is the correct thing. Is that any different from what I have here? So we have our velocity. We have our ground normal. Could that be it? I don't think so. Well, actually, let's try this. So I'm using the same function. Oop. Oh. I'll get it eventually. So the player movement should be... Absolutely baffling. Let's just see. Let's just see if I'm even doing this right. Let's just make it so the player can't move. Alright, so I am doing it correctly. This is kind of a fun movement system. Alright, next game I make, the player will be able to look and only move when jumping. Because that's kind of fun. But no. This thing is correct. So it has to be something with the configuration of the player. Am I calling move from process? No. I don't think, and I don't think it would be related to my timescale stuff, but maybe. Is it late? Weird. It's like... Hang on, am I applying forces to the rigid body? No. Okay. Because it's like, it's kind of like the body is being pushed. And if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna switch it to, I'm just gonna make the rock a kinematic body. My brain is not big enough for this stuff. No, I should be able to figure this out. Hang on. Let's rip the player's brain out. And let's put a test thing there. So let's put another one of these right in front of the player. And so this player will have the same script right there. Let's just do... Okay. Ignore it. Yeah. That makes sense. There's probably a lot of issues with it. Sadly, it's not really feasible for me to... Okay, it's not quite feasible for me to remove this character's brain, so I'll put the player back. But what I'll do... Let's get this behavior. Alright, so now the player is moving exactly the same with no extra logic. Did I do some... Wait, hang on. Did I mess this thing up? Oh no, I don't think this is... Oh, Okay. I'm a genius, actually. That rigid body was just not a rigid body. Okay, so it is something in the code. So if we look at this... Yeah, okay. So I'm not going insane. Could it be rotate? Well, where else could I put it? Let's assume... Let's remove all the logic for setting state and checking state and stuff like that. Weird. Wait, hold... Oh right, there's also the corner glitch. So there's a partially related bug where anything can just push anything. Okay, but let's see if I can do... I'm gonna switch songs. Can I just put this in Excel? So if we go here, return. So now the player should still move to the left. Weird. Okay, so part of it is just... There's some sort of like... Okay. That seems to be it. Like... I think... Hang on, how fast do these guys go? So what if I did 1,000 or 100 there? So if they instantly accelerate back up to their velocity that they want to be. Because the player can still slightly move the... Let's change their velocity to also like 4 times that. Okay. I don't think infinite velocity does quite what I want it to do. Basically, it seems like if something is moving fast enough, it still collides with rigid bodies. Alright, let's look up GitHub kinematic body infinite inertia. Hmm. Okay, so it seems like the issue... Okay, let's move these guys up to 7. So, this is the player's run speed. So it's likely that these guys will just be annihilated. Yeah, they're just completely annihilated now. Alright, because it seems like it just doesn't work. Okay, and this explains why the player in the other game worked fine, because they are much slower than the player in this game. So it seems like there's a margin. And when that margin is breached, the collisions just don't work right. Or the collisions are treated as normal. Nice GitHub. Okay, what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna go to Godot physics. Now the problem is, Godot physics are kind of busted. Like they have a bunch of problems. Like epic. Okay. Well, I think we can quite safely assume that this is an unsolvable problem. Let's undo my mess here. I like having the move function separate, even though it's no longer needed. Because that's pretty convenient. Alright, and let's go to here. Let's put this back to bullet. Because it seems like it works even worse. So I'm just gonna switch this. I'm gonna just switch this mesh to a kinematic body, and have some like fake physics for it. Ah, okay. Let's see, and let's change this guy. Kinematic. That'll be good. And then it should be busted. Copy that. Ouch. But yeah. I think that's probably... Well, that's my biggest problem with Godot 4 right now, is that there's a whole bunch of physics problems. Like, it's like, not only, like, bugs, but also, like, massive performance issues. So I'm gonna just make this thing a fake kinematic body. Let's delete this. Let's delete my test scene and my... I'll keep my stress test for now. That was kind of cool. So entities control collapsible. For falling, false, for float, no, vector 3. Falling rotation. How do gravity things work? Wait, there's an angular velocity for these? No, there isn't. Yeah, what is it talking about? If let's do 0.1 for that. Let's see. What was I doing for this dang thing again? Right, let's just do if collision and not collider is in group if okay, is in group. So if it's not in group push, let's do I want some of that and oh wait, no. Okay. So all of these well actually okay, that's fine. Let's see what this janky garbage looks like. Alright, it's no longer a target. It just kills the thing. in normal dot y 5. All right. Let's do that. Let's do enemies. So this guy also needs to be in the other group. So it needs to be in... Oh, it is in push. Okay. Also, I know exactly what I did wrong with the... this rotation needs to be delta. Oh. Wait, hang on. Move and collide velocity times delta false. Oh. Okay. It's not exactly world class, but it does the job, I think. Well, this is a rather dubious situation. Okay, that rock looks okay. It's not brilliant, but it's a rock. And I'm actually gonna put it in a few places. Because there's a chunk here that's always bothered me. I guess not this one. What's the next one? 75 or 87? What am I looking for? 74, 75, 87, 86. I think I must have deleted it because it was just a bad level. Or like where I was trying to make it so that you could shoot a platform and an enemy would fall. Okay, so yeah, wherever I put that, it's just gone now. I'll have to double check that that area is even traversable now without that. Alright, what even was I intending to do today? I spent way too much time doing that. Oh wait, also I need to make sure that my move and slide still works. Cause like I don't see any obvious issues with it. Oh no, I do. Okay. let's get this fixed. Let's just undo all that. Rebuild this bad boy. What's on my to-do list? Well, we have the platform. We don't have the gravity bomb working with rigid bodies. In fact, we don't have anything working with rigid bodies. But that's okay. What else do I want to do today? You know what? Let's have some fun. I'll show off a different game that I was developing. Let's see. I don't even remember how to play this one. See, that's a bit too loud. Let's just turn these down. Alright. So this is a fun little first-person platformer I was working on. The gimmick is that you can't jump, so I can't get back there without actually sliding up a surface. Let's see, I'm gonna hide this preview because it's still probably slower, even though for some reason it stopped being slow on my end. So yeah, this was just something that I was working on. And this might be the game that I work on after my current game, because this one, I actually really enjoy this one. And I've been playing the game Neon White recently, which is like, you know, just a very, very good first-person platformer. How do I... Oh yeah, this one's like devious. Oh, I remember the trick to this one. Right, because I can slide up basically any slope I can slide up. And yeah, I'm going to be playing this for 10 or 15 minutes, because I guess I'm just kind of petered out from that. Because I also had a very long meeting at work today. That, like, right before I left, or right before I was done for the day, it was just an hour and 40 minutes. I'll leave that for later. Bit too much for my measly thumbs. And this one's trivial. You can even get the flower. Did I ever... Oh yeah, I never even like had an indicator that you actually got anything. And no sound effects or anything. Yeah, this was a very interesting game to do. Because it's also, as far as I can tell, one of the only first-person platformers where you can see your character's body, which actually is really useful in the game for some mechanics later on. Actually, let's bring back the music while we're not having it. I remember this level is probably too hard for like a 7th or the 6th level or whatever it is. Oh yeah, and I made it significantly easier because now that's the way to go instead of that. And I bet you I would not be able to get that flower in like half an hour. This one, oh. But yeah, so this is like a little sneak peek of the game that I'll be working on next, probably. Because this one, I'm not gonna make this one like insanely good, like Neon White, or like not that content rich. It'll just be a little thing. Yep, I can't get that flower. Okay, and now we're in the hub world. And hopefully the players figure out what all this stuff means, because I'm not going to explain it to them. I'm actually really excited to get back into making this game. Though the issue is, now that I've played Neon White, I have a bunch of ideas for how to improve this game, and most of them are rip off Neon White. Which I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Well, I could. I just don't think it'd succeed. Because then instead of being just this weird funky thing, it's like discount Neon White. Alright, let's get... Oh. Can I get this dang thing? There we go. These levels are dastardly. I just realized that the last time I played this game, I've rage quit at this level because I forgot how to do it. Ah, there we go. God damn it. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this down because it's like... there we go. Now I don't have to scream at the top of my lungs to make myself heard. Hang on. Alright, and at this point, I hadn't figured out how to properly release the mouse in the pause menu, so it still sometimes just sticks back into the center. So nice, you hear it twice. How do I get up here again? I think this one would need a significant rework, or like better hinting. Though it is fun as like kind of an overwhelming, unreasonable challenge. I can just get up there. There we go. Maybe? You know what? This level sucks. Let's go to the other one. Nah, I'm in software development, but not game dev specifically. So I do use a lot of the similar brain muscles. Also, the gimmick of this game is that there's 2 hub worlds. And you go to hell when you die. Yeah, so I think I was a bit worn out at the start of the day, and the trying to solve that rigid body stuff certainly did not help, so now I'm just going to kind of, I don't know. Also, I've been playing Neon White, so this is sort of my excuse to play Diet Neon White. Let's see, which level is that? That's Forest. I don't like that one. Is this one paper cuts or is this shadows? Yeah, I tend to focus on, I guess, just executing on a particular idea, I guess. Though this one is actually reasonably, well, it's meant to be kind of a B game. Oh yeah, now I get to see this from a relatively fresh set of eyes, because I'm pretty sure it's terrible level design. Yeah, exactly. And this one was specifically from, there were a bunch of janky FPSs that don't do movement right. So when you slide up against something, or like a slight vertical surface, you get sent up in the air. So I thought, well, that's kind of a fun movement system. What is this one? Where's that? Oh. Why would I do this to myself? Oh yeah, I saw that comment. Yeah, that's one that I've also been interested in going back to and like sort of making into more of a finished product, because I made that over a 4-day period, and that was a lot of fun. Wait, how do I? Oh, right here. I hope this one's as easy as it looks. But yeah, I think that one could be pretty cool, because also now AI image generation has gotten so much better in just the few months since I made that, so I could have like an early series and late series and things. Yeah, I think a relatively small price tag I think would work, and that'd be pretty good. Let's see. Ooh, this one's weird. Oh wait, I don't think I ever actually completed this one. Yeah. Where is this? What am I looking at? But yeah, I think $1 or $2 would probably be a suitable price tag, and that'd be pretty fun. I could just spend a couple weeks, make a nice simple little thing, and also I can brush up on some funky 3D modeling. Because I think probably my favorite part of that AI art gallery was putting in a prompt, getting an image, and then trying to make a 3D model out of that image. Yeah. And also someone suggested to me to have online multiplayer in it, which I think would actually be really cool, because there's already like some very simple physics interactions. So that could be kind of fun if I can figure out Godot's multiplayer. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out. So, blue. There is no blue light. Is there? There's a red light. I guess the blue light is from somewhere else. Oh no, it's straight down. So directly above me. I don't have the faintest idea where this is. Oh no. This is a hard level. Is it? Yeah, I think I tried to do, like, I also even, actually the floor plans for the level itself were from an AI prompt. Let's see. I think I have to be at the top of that thing. Where is that? Where's that goddamn thing? See, and I think this is the last level of this series of them as well. Because these, like, this level is part of the series of, like, hell levels. Oh, neat. Yeah, I think that floor pattern is sort of a dead giveaway for it. Because otherwise it's just kind of a conventional, or relatively conventional floor plan. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, I think the funnest ones were definitely, or there were just a lot of results that were just very interesting and funny, or sort of surprising, just given very vague prompts. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. I know. I'll put the music back on, since there's only one level pack with songs. But yeah, I could probably do something with that. I might spend a few days off stream actually working on that. Because I could use, I'm excited to try Dolly. Because that seems to be the much more, or it seems to be like really, really good at some things. So I'm excited to see like really the same sort of prompts that I gave to the image generator that I used. Oh yeah, these levels are cool. They're very hard though. Or at least were. Maybe they're easier. Yeah. Let's see, did I get this? No. A lot of these levels need to be like 5 times as long. Oh, this one especially. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them that were really, really pretty. Though yeah, they're basically the ones in the game are the full resolution. Though I should probably make them downloadable somewhere. I might upload them to my website or somewhere. Yeah, I think they're like... Let's see. I think technically the user agreement for Dolly says that they own the artwork, but the Supreme Court, I'm pretty sure, ruled that AI can't own artwork, or the results of an AI are not protected under copyright law. So I'd probably just stick them in there and then just let them take me to court if it's or let them bring it up to me if it's a problem. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, regardless of what the contract says, the precedent's been set that artwork or creative work generated by an AI doesn't have any ownership, or unless it was made with human input. Yeah, I think that was in part because I think that was specifically there was an employee who was testing it and was reading way too much into the responses from it. Because essentially he would ask it if it was sentient and it would say yes, because that's basically just the good answer for an AI. Let's see, where should I go next? But yeah, I think the major test if an AI has any level of self-awareness is to try and confuse it. If it can express confusion, then at least it's very intelligent and not, it may not necessarily be self-aware or human intelligent, but that's like a level of intelligence that AI currently doesn't have. And these levels are so weird. That could be it. That's a good point. I think it could have some marketing benefit for Google to treat it, to have it publicized more. It may not necessarily be staged or anything, but it could definitely be, the worst kept secret for a reason. That somebody thought that it was sentient, even if Google doesn't believe it. Oh. These are hard levels. There we go. Oh Christ, I remember this level. This block is slightly lower than this block, and I'm using sort of a janky, bouncing from the physics. So what you have to do is, this is a really challenging bit of platforming. Very finicky. All of these are hard, actually. But yeah, I'm curious what the future holds for a lot of these AI, because it seems like we are at risk of just creating oceans of garbage. AI produced cartoons, AI produced artwork, AI produced websites everywhere. I mean, we're kind of at that point already, but... Mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose that's true. It doesn't make too much of a difference if machines or people are producing it. If it's still bad anyway. Right, you have to get less of a running start on these. This may have this may be just like ultra difficult. Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like something I think about is people like to make fun of how so many AAA games are only rated from like 7 to 10. But if you go onto itch.io and you click random game and you uncheck the cool games box, the cool games filter, you will see what 1 out of 10 games look like, because it's like there's so much, like, even with like, you know, with like big pop culture stuff, there is so much lower you can go, even when it seems like the worst stuff there. Like, you know, because like I'm not a fan of things like a lot of the MCU movies and stuff like that. Like, that's not, I don't find it very good. But there are so many worse movies. Like, there's so much more that can be so much worse to like an infinite level. Let's see. Oop. Let's see. If I was gonna finish up this game, I'd have to rework a lot of these levels because they're like way too hard, or at least like make significantly more before them. Because like this entire gimmick is really janky. Ooh, I have to bounce off the corner of this. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've actually watched any of the DC movies. And I've only watched like 3 or 4 of the Marvel movies. Though I do have like 11 volumes of the new Teen Titans, which is ironically, the old Teen Titans from like the 80s. Can I actually do this? I actually bet this is easier. Oh, wow. Yeah, a lot of, especially, what is it, like Silver Age or whatever that 60s or 70s was, there are some weird comics. Like superhero comics just get, I think they just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah, like I had, okay, so my first comic buying experience, I didn't really understand what variant covers were. So I saw a Superman cover that was like 60s themed. And there's a dude on it who's like, whoa, he's like a superhero or something. So I was like, oh, is it like a Superman time travel to the 60s thing? And then it turned out to just be like completely forgettable. I was very disappointed that he didn't actually time travel to the 60s or something. I feel like there is a problem with, I think, well, especially like these large established superhero comics where they just can't do anything really interesting with them, I guess. Or maybe I was just looking at bad comics. And also a lot of modern media gets a bit too meta, I guess. Like every Superman story is now like a study of Superman's influence on media or like his impact on society as an icon or something, and it's like this is a dude who just like fights criminals. Like it's not that important. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the hub world. This is too hard. Let's see. I'll try and show off the forest and then I'll be done. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been meaning to read Transmetropolitan because that's one of the highly regarded comic book series that I haven't read. Let's see, what other comics have I read? I guess not too many. Yeah, because I really only got into the Teen Titans because I saw a reprint and I liked the cartoon as a kid. And admittedly, to be honest, the cartoon isn't as good as I remembered it. Like, it's not quite as, like, cool and adult when you're actually an adult. And I guess... And I actually haven't played... Well, I played some of the first Assassin's Creed, but that was it. And I don't think I've played much beyond the first God of War. Yeah, it seems pretty cool in that regard. Especially I've seen a lot of the later ones take a lot more effort to recreate historical places. So yeah, it could be worthwhile to check them out even for that regard. Oh yeah, this is called... Oh, this one has... Hang on, let's see if I can... The music in this level is kind of bad, actually. Let's see, I'm gonna get out of there. Oh, the mesh in that world was just Blender. In this one, it's also Blender, though there's also some CSG primitives that just took bits out of it. Let's see, actually, I just remembered. This is Godot, so I can just... Let's see. Let's go to levels. That was Simulacrum, or I think it's called Forest internally. Maybe not? No, I fixed it. So yeah, this one was just, actually it's an old game that I had made, so I just made this in Blender. And this material here is just a gradient. So I can play around with the parameters of this. Yeah, in the main world, let's see, that's hub world. This is all just Blender. Yeah, 3D caves. That could be... Yeah, that could be pretty complicated, because the topology gets really hard to work with. Yeah, prefabs would be a good option, because I know a lot of games would do that. And then, I wonder how the source engine does its things, but that would be like really technical to implement in a different engine. Because I think that would have to be like painting vertex attributes and then like generating a separate collision mesh and stuff. So that probably wouldn't be viable in most cases. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's how all of the Bethesda games design their caves. And they're functional. They're typically not super beautiful. Well, I guess you could do it. I guess with some nice lighting and some just good looking prefabs, you could get it looking good. Let's see. What else am I doing? Oh yeah, I never got to paper cut. These levels are terrible. They're absolute hell to play. Because it's like, because you're literally platforming on a razor's edge, and you're a capsule, and you just slide off to one side. Actually, I can just start the game from here. It would actually be kind of fun to just see players be absolutely miserable trying to beat these levels. I think I may polish up this game and then just simply release it as like a free thing. Because I think it would be way too difficult to actually charge money for. And then I wouldn't have to feel compelled to like add a bunch of stuff like story or more art assets or something. All right. I remembered why I hate these levels. Oh, I didn't even finish this. Yeah, half of these are completely undone. Though this one's pretty cool. Let's see. A sketch of some types of caves. Distinguished forms. Yeah, that makes sense. And I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Well, it's about 8:20 here, so I should start getting prepared to eat dinner. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's nice to chat with you. I didn't do much development, but it was fun showing off this old game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the sort of projects I'm gonna do. Though I should probably be focused on the project I'm doing now. Okay, so Thursday I'm actually I might even do this just off stream, because I might do all the sounds off stream. Okay, I guess that'll be it for today. Tomorrow I will, let's see, what do I want to do tomorrow? I don't think that's actually feasible. I've just realized, because if you can't interact with it, you can't platform on it. Ah, that makes sense. Yep, and oh yeah, and I also figured out where the VODs are going. So now, if you ever want to skim through those, I realized that there was a setting that it was for some reason unchecked. So, yep, if you ever want to see those, you can see those. And if you just want to drop by, you can drop by whenever. But yeah, I imagine the time zone thing makes it hard to actually get to these streams. But such is life. Yeah, thanks. Yep. It's been slowly coming along. And I think it'll be probably better with the yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, filling the about page and doing all the proper things. Like, there's probably like banners or something I can put on my page somewhere as well. And just little things like that to make it, I guess, more populated. Well, I'll let you go now. See you later.